What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 29 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded King Louen campaign. So as we saw last time, the Fey Enchantress attacked Akendorf, wherein Scrag the Slaughterer was holed up and before he was slaughtered in kind. With the fall of Scrag, while the enemy faction, the Disciples of the Maw, are still alive with a few territories, the balance of power is basically non-existent, and I think their faction is pretty much broken, which is nice. We still have the entirety of these mountains filled up with clan Moors and possibly clan Verms and Rictus. It's obviously hard to tell what exactly is in these mountains, and we'll still have to work on the Mountains of Morn to some degree, but I'm starting to get a lot happier with our borders going into the end. It looks like we've managed to diplomatically force all of these factions to be friends, and thus that's a massive barrier from anything attacking us from that direction. If we can just get friends occupying the entirety of the Mountains of Morn, and we'll only have essentially Norska to our north to deal with. So that's quite nice. In terms of what we gotta do this turn, I believe it's just Louen has to move to grab Current with a lot of resolve, and we have to get him his elites as well, but it looks like they won't be able to reach him. That we'll check in a second. Yeah, just Louen, wait a second. I want to see if this army can get close enough to you to actually leech a little bit of XP. Not so much for the army itself, but rather for the units which are going to Loun's army. And the answer is yes, indeed, they will be able to leech. Fantastic. And none of them got hurt. Beautiful. And we'll occupy the place, although this one is definitely one we're going to trade away. And another Lichbone pennant. Beautiful. Gambler's armor is not a bad pickup as well, at least for a common item. And we can put that on one of our paladins, because we don't have armor for all of them, though obviously we do for the ones that are in Loun's army. Anyway, you can no longer do anything, Jolene and Louen, so you're going to both sit there. And, oh look, Vladdy is back. Alright, we gotta get back up here before he starts moving south and reclaiming his territories, though I did move Kira Knightley here to Fort Oberstyre out of Averheim. And hopefully she can protect these territories from both of the Vamps and from Azag until the reinforcements arrive. Anyway, I believe that's all we gotta do for this particular turn, though, damn. We are exactly 1,352 gold short of what we need, which means I gotta cancel something. We need 10,000 gold. What cost 1,400 gold did I build? What did you cost? Enough. Alright, it's unfortunate not to upgrade you, but I'll upgrade you later. And the reason for this is with the completion of the Royarch's Chambers, or whatever the building was, we now have the Royarch's Banner available. Number of uses +1 for faction army ability, which will open up all of these things, all of these buffs, which we'll look over once we actually upgrade them. And then the capstone techs for the faction, which are Lion's Roar or Power of the Lady, to buff up the army ability even further. Very nice. Although, to be perfectly honest, I'm inclined to say that the Lion-Hearted is such a strong buff. It's probably the better capstone, but I assume that this is a buff that is different for every Bretonnian faction, which is why it's here. Makes sense. I wonder what it is for the other factions. I'm almost tempted to just quickly launch the others just to see. But anyway, I believe now that's it. We're researching it, despite the horrendous 10,000 gold cost. We'll ignore the damaged buildings, we'll end the turn. And I don't think we can get attacked anywhere, but who knows? Let's find out. Alrighty, ally mobilizes towards settlement. Disciples of the Maw, what you want? Peace treaty, no. Alright, it looks like Morlana will fail to grab that mountain territory, which is unfortunate. I wanted to give it to somebody. As one of our allies. I'm hoping one of them takes it. Alright, it looks like Khemri did its job, however, as they managed to destroy one of the Skaven armies. I want them to take Morgheim. What the heck is this? Settlement Garrison. Oh, thanks, Morlana. Auto-resolve. And we'll take the money, I guess. Alrighty, and ooh, Wulfric the Wanderer. Looks like he wants to play a little bit of, I don't know, air hockey. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. He wants to play with our air army. This is what I was trying to say. Anyway, here we go. Thegan. Thegan, who destroyed the most hated faction of all the Greybeard's prospectors, has been rewarded with the highest honor, as in the highest flying army we have, which is the aerial army. Of course, this is not its complete form, but hopefully it'll do for now. The mammoths and the giants, of which there are 4 here, are definitely going to be a problem. A major problem. Let's see if we can win. Alrighty, here we go. Suddenly debut for the air army. I do wish that the Cathians had survived so we could get some sky junks in here, because it's a pretty nice combination when you have a pile of aerial units as well as those sky junks, but oh well. Not a big deal. Over on this side, we start on the enemy Feral Manticore, which is going to get absolutely mobbed by the Pegasus Knights and just ripped apart. Once again, these are fantastic air superiority units, and they do good work. Alright, a couple more hits, and then Manticore will... Okay, it's freaking out now. I think it's trying to run away, but I don't think that's going to, well, fly. You were supposed to drop when I said not going to fly. There you go. Well, that's what you get for not doing it on cue. Anyway, in the meantime, we have closed in with some of the enemy isolated units. Marauder Horsemen, Beasts of Tashanar, Norscan Warhounds, a Regiment of Renan, while the rest of our units get into position. The enemy has brought a fairly decent amount of various range units, and they're going to suffer for it because they're not going to stand up in a fight against our various Pegasus Knights, charging them from various directions. And there we go. All air armies are often extremely scary for the AI, as it doesn't really know how to handle them, and it obviously rarely builds armies that would directly counter them. And because it makes sense, if you build an army specifically to counter all air armies, you're pretty much never going to encounter them 99.9% of the time. Alrighty, but in the meantime, it looks like almost all the isolated units have been destroyed, going fairly well for us so far, though we've taken a little bit of damage on some of the Pegasus Knights. I'm sure the Norscan Giant has a kill, and will continue to probably dish out damage, so we'll have to either mob it or charge it with our heroes. Speaking of the heroes, Lord Thegan and both Paladins are trying to go after the Mammoths, as they are the biggest threat to the Pegasus Knights, as they can deal sufficient amount of alpha damage to bring units down. Fortunately, we forced one of the enemy Mammoths to rout, and the Pegasus Knights have surrounded and are working on destroying on the... Is this the Maherd of Bloodfjord? Yeah. Unfortunately, it's easier to kill off individual tiny mammoths, so that ain't too bad. There we go, speaking of. And down you go. I believe Wolfric is also riding around on his chariot. Fortunately not on his mammoth, as he'd be a lot more threatening if he was. And he's going to charge into the back of those Pegasus Knights. Over on this side, we've charged more Pegasus Knights into enemy Marauder Berserkers and some other Marauders, and it looks like these ones are starting to take damage very, very quickly. So this is generally the problem. Just going back to an older comment a few episodes ago, with the Pegasus Knights against blobs of infantry like this, individual units like this will get isolated and ripped apart, and that's how these units have a tendency to lose models, which is what makes them fairly fragile like this. They're not supposed to brawl, but fortunately we kept plenty more where that came from, even if a decent amount of them would drop to the Marauder Berserkers. And that's the Marauder Berserkers hitting in while they get charged in the back, mind you, yeah. See the dead Pegasus Knights lying there. Not to worry, though, it does not matter, as the enemy will break. Wulfric will continue fighting as he is unbreakable, but the rest of his army will run. With the deaths of their mammoths, they've seen their monsters fall, and they became monsters themselves, and thus they know that we're adept at slaying them. Alright, how are you doing there, Wulfric? Not so great. Yeah, him on his Pegasus, terrible, terrible matchup against all of these Pegasus Knights. And just way, way too many of them, and down goes the Wanderer. Alrighty, the destruction effect of the Chariot's a little bit lackluster. But on the other hand, I mean, hacked apart by swords, you probably wouldn't expect the chariot to just like explode into pieces, or just like a massive like Michael Bay explosion or something like that. Anyway, with that, the enemy army is gonna get chased down, but we can do the rest off screen. Alright, very nice. A pleasant surprise. I was thinking we'd have to wait a few more turns at least before we got Baron Thegan's flying army into combat, and here we are. We got it already. Very nice, very nice. We're gonna take the... Ooh... 4,000 gold is a little bit... I can't turn that down. And I do want to point out one interesting thing. The 2 units of Pegasus Knight that got by far the most damage, these were the 2 that charged the enemy Marauder Berserkers and the enemy... I think it was either the Marauders Spears or something. Or maybe it was the Marauders with great weapons. I don't know, but all I know is that there were 2 Berserkers there that they charged, and then they simply got surrounded and hacked apart much more than the others, which were able to, by and large, maintain their mobility while hunting down the larger entities. Of course, I'm sure we took damage from the various mammoths. We at least had our paladins and our lord to actually knock those out. Still, very nice, very nice. Pestilich is going after Doc Karaz. I don't know where you came from. You are Clan Verms. Huh, okay, well... We don't really care about the, Badlands / Wasteland military alliance with Lorelorn. No, not right now. Not necessary. Northern provinces destroyed. Looks like Nangao has fallen, and very little remains of Cathay. Baron Thegan gets campaign movement range out of the Wulfric thing. Makes sense, and gets a free hedge wizard, a sword of the quest stand, a blessing of the lady. Doc Karaz looted and lost. And I guess they'll be moving up to Barrack Var, but that is hardly a problem for us. More importantly, we have Royark's Banner, but even more importantly than that, Louen, you are going to, finally. You're gonna move here, actually, just past this army. And then, you know what, you might as well go into March Stance, go here, and take all of you, and trade all of you. I'm just double checking if that's the right thing. Yes, alright. And there we go. With that, Louen's army is complete, and now he has a little bit of all the elites, which I'm very happy about. As to where we send him, I guess we'll send him to hunt down Vlad one more time before heading northward towards the, well, not quite Baron, but Kislev's in trouble, and bail them out, as there's nobody really threatening down here. Away you go, Louen, my friend. And these units... Oh, actually, Jolene, you're supposed to follow Louen, and actually Malene is also supposed to follow Louen. Alright, both of you follow Louen, please. In fact, go out ahead of him, because I'm pretty sure he can move further than either of you. Just don't get yourself killed. You are going... Let me see if I can do this correctly. I want you to go here, don't block Louen. And I want you to trade all of these units to Merovec.
Taking my leave.
who is going to be Lowen's follower army. The purpose of this army is going to simply be to take stuff that Louen is too busy to deal with. And at the end of the day, it's not too bad of an army. We got tons and tons of Knights of the Realm to make. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why is this one at the end? And okay, well, whatever. That's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, we got 4 Pegasus Knights, led by the Skyborn Chargers, Bretonia's Glory, and the Riders of Rohan, as well as a decent amount of Questing Knights and various Knights of the Realm. Well, actually, the Knights of the Realm I already said, but yeah, you know what I mean. And we have one unit which is missing, which is going to be one of the Sons of Bretonia, which is, I think, going to be you. Virtue of Duty, Leadership +10 for all Knight units, and specifically the Knights of the Realm being more fragile than the hyper-elites we generally use, makes sense to do that with them. You, our second lost son, are going to go to the Peasant Army, or specifically the Peasant Army with the Outlaws, and the reason for this is that we lucked out and got ourselves another Virtue of Empathy, and we got it on a hero. I think that the virtues that lords can get can also go on the Lost Sons, which can probably make for some interesting combinations. Anyway, Troop Fairy. One of them, anyway. You are supposed to meet up with the Fey Enchantress, who's all the way out here. It looks like the fastest way is to go through Fyldorf, so you're going this way. Okay, we also need to catch Mr. Skruck. We also need to destroy this little camp. And we also need to keep an eye on the Skaven here. Yeah, not enough armies to do it all. At least not at once. And of course, ooh, Helman Gorst. How did you do that? Huh, he had like 2 units there, and now he has units there. Well, either way, we should destroy him. Alright, Rapunzel, I guess you have no choice. Let's move you towards Valea's, or now let's move towards Crooked Fang Fort. Like so. And we'll take Crooked Fang Fort unless you do. I don't actually care about Crooked Fang Fort, but I'd like to get closer to Helman Gorst, so let's move right here. And oh, if an army attacks us and these guys get drawn out, that would actually be swell. Let's see if we can manage to pull it off. Gwendolyn. Okay, so you're kind of in an iffy situation. You're supposed to follow Rapunzel. The problem with that is if you get caught by a Skaven army. So try to go here and hopefully you don't get killed. And if you do, it's kind of your own, maybe not fault, but certainly your problem. Alright. Alright, sit there. Try to follow Rapunzel as best you can to leech her XP. We'll need to send somebody to Doug Karaz. I noticed that you have... Yeah, what's the best way to do this? Varenka Hills has not been occupied. We could trade it to Karaz. Are you kidding me? None of you took Migdel and Galbarek? Bunch of idiots. Please take it. What are you doing? Don't make Louen take it, please. I want him to take it so we can trade Carrick Hearn to Argwalon for Argalis so that we have our contiguous empire, which we right now do not have, but I guess we'll wait on it. Anyway, Adelard. There is an island right here. Keep away from Dastan because his army is stronger than yours. Sunken chest for you. Another Syrian's locket and another trunk of maps. It's like the 3rd one you've gotten. Damn you and your trunks of maps. Any more islands visible? There's a mysterious island out this way. Alright, let's go over there. Just gotta watch out for potential attacks from Valkia. Oh.
Slaughter the sheep.
These guys might be able to attack us at sea while in march stance. Well, if they do, well, that one's gonna be our problem. Baron Thegan. Now, you did not recover from that, which makes sense. We don't actually want any of the Norscan territories because they're, well, I guess we could sack and raise them. I suppose. What kind of defenses do we have here at the Altar of the Crimson Harvest? Oh, they're actually not bad. Might actually be worth a fight. Thegan, can you actually land here is my question. Give it a try. Could be a flying army sort of day. Ooh, we do have to watch out for the Decadent Host because they're right beside here, though. And you can land, and you can, in fact, attack. Close victory. Might be worth a fight. They got some Chaos Warriors with great weapons. I'll think about it. There may be better things to do, but I'm not 100% sure on it. Oh, don't get the Skaven Plague. Ugh. You gotta hate those Skaven plagues. They're just infuriating. Let's see who else needs to move. Giovanni, you get this in here. Alright, so 2 are to well, 2 to transfer to Rapunzel, and then 2 to transfer to the Outlaw Army. Like so. And did I move you yet? Yes, I did. Alright. Starting to get to the point where we have a lot of stuff, a lot of moving parts, which is another reason why I want to shore up these borders. What do we have at the Forest of Gloom? Not much. The best way to do this. Oh. Wait, we know that Clan whatever is at Clan Verms is here at Dock Karaz. Loop back around to Dock Karaz then. Let's see if they're still there. I'd love to destroy the army and not have to deal with it. I honestly have no idea where they came from, and actually this is garbage. Okay, I just auto-resolve it. Another Banner of Eternal Flame, always nice. And reoccupy that, not that we care about the territory, but it'll be nice and tradable to the Karazakarak dwarves. Now you can either occupy Varenka Hills to also trade to the Karazakarak dwarves, or go directly for Baragdawa's bag. I don't really care. And it also doesn't really matter what you do. Yeah, let's just occupy this. We'll trade it to these guys, and not even for money, but to have them declare war on other factions. And the more we can have them declare war on factions that everybody else is at war with, the more friendly they'll all be. Which will be very valuable to us, as we don't have to deal with them all attacking and killing each other like a bunch of idiots. Alberic, you are going to... you can't reach the Sentinels? Nah, looks like you can't. So close. Try to land right here.
Taking my leave.
Then try to switch to... you still can't reach it, damn. It was close. Alright, you're going to the Sentinels, bud. And then I guess you, Miriam, are going to follow, and then you're going to hit those Sentinels together. Oh, look at that. Gorok has taken the Mine of the Bearded Skulls. We are nearly shored up our Lustrian borders. Damn, where's Rakarth, though? Alright, if I can't find Rakarth with Alberic, I'll send him through a sea lane and have him... go after Lokier Fellheart, because I wanted a big battle against some Dark Elves here, which is not happening, but, well, a Lokier should very much be very alive here. And so Deathmaster Snitch... Oh, look at that! Deathmaster Snitch has just taken 2 territories belonging to the Lizards. Yeah, Catha is done. The Cathans are dead, overrun by chaos, and oh, the Western Province's last territory has fallen as well. Are they all dead? Yeah. The northern provinces are gone, and the western provinces have 0 settlements. Ouch. Wonder if we'll arrive in time to save the Lizards. I'm not going to bother conquering all this, because I don't think the interest in the campaign, or at the very least the engagement, will last long enough. But, well, we may have a few battles there just for fun towards the end, though they may be after sort of, they may be after sort of a more edity full episode. Yes, materials at sea, there it is. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, we've been hunting for this for ages now. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it was one of the peasant armies that did it. You go here, continue on these islands, but freaking fantastic. I am so proud of you, Helwaz. And it was, whatever. And, well, okay, you're not going to keep the Obsidian Blade, because it's pretty useless to you. And it's like one of the best weapons, but nonetheless. Not as good as Blade of Bloodshed, but very much up there due to the sheer amount of damage that it adds. Anyway, I am very happy. This will allow us to upgrade all of our tier 5s. Ah, those ludicrously expensive tier 5s. And let's just move everybody along. I know I forgot somebody. Hira. Yes. You're supposed to go to Waldenhof in preparation for another fight with Azag. And, I mean, I guess we could just march stance out here. Grab Karak Kadrin and Nashrek's lair. If only we could revive the... Maybe I should have gone after Grand Peak. Well, we could probably loop around and grab Grand Peak anyway. We still have to be careful with this army, that's the thing. And I really want this army to fight in field battles. I'm not really interested in watching this army siege because it would be a horrendously boring siege of just watching the guys fire into over the walls for like 20 minutes straight. Not my kind of fight. At least not more than once per campaign. Let's go with that. Anyway, Yolanda, you could hunt down Skruck and then come back for the Malran camp. Alright, let's do that. You two, go together.
I have seen the way.
Go together, stay together.
We have met before.
Attack.
I will butcher any who
Please let us auto-resolve this one. Yes, okay, good. The auto-resolve for these two armies makes me very nervous. And another Trickster Shard. Not bad, not bad. Let's take the Ransom Captives again. You will not be keeping the Trickster Shard or the Lichbone Pennant, as those are going to main stacks, not follower stacks. But nonetheless, happy about it. You can go into... Okay, move here. And you move here, far as you can, and then both of you into channeling. I should really, really learn to essentially switch everybody to channeling basically at all times, or else this happens. We're down to 27 again. Okay, you can't switch, but it doesn't matter because you're a follower. I don't remember what I did with Louen, but I think he's in March stance, so... Oh, and he's actually gaining mana like everybody else. Well, good job, Louen. Good job, good job. Should have done that with Kira. Still can't do it with Kira. Good job. Alright, back to whatever it was we were doing down here. Tech Thieves. Usually I do you off screen, but on screen this time, let's do some thievery. Watch them all die now. No, success. Now, move. There's... Oh, well, you know, it happens. -6, okay, no, I don't like that. What about here? 5? It's not much better. I want to move you to another territory. How many turns of success you have? 2. I don't like that either. Okay, well, you're going this way anyway. I want another one of them to get wounded. We should probably build some more, however. If I can find a place that's near enough to an enemy territory to actually steal stuff. Oh, wait. Castle Drakenhof. We can build damsels here. Good. And disciplined, confident, how about experienced, or whatever it is? Cunning and, well, intelligent will work. Yeah, none of these are particularly good for tech thieves, but you can go after Gromp, you can annoy these guys. We should probably also take the opportunity at some point in the near future to... do this, and block army and wound. Take the opportunity to try to get everybody to declare war on the Bone Rattlers. Like so, such that we get better friendly relations with everybody from annoying them, generally speaking. Alright, and I believe that was the last move of the turn, so we're gonna do buildings in Diplo now. Alright, now actually first we're gonna do techs. I don't remember if this costs money. No, it just costs chivalry. Alright, that's fine. Our chivalry's in a pretty good place. We're gonna get most chivalrous nation first to get the hero and lord recruit rank +4. In fact, I should have waited a turn before getting that damsel. And I guess we can get a couple more. I really want to get these things to 1 turn. Might not be possible in this campaign, but who knows. Alrighty, Diplo. What do we got? Non-aggression pacts, no trades, no hunts. Oh, nearly military access with Nagaryth. Defensive alliance with Nagaryth. That's an interesting one. And the problem is the other elves aren't huge fans of Nagaryth. I don't think they're super likely to actually attack each other, though. They actually have no diplomatic contact. Interesting. And Mother of Stank isn't a big fan of them either. It's the frickin' wood elves here are causing problems. Why are wood elves always causing problems? Oh, damn those wood elves. Alrighty, well, I think we're gonna do it anyway. I'd like a vision. I want to see what's going on up here. That's the thing.
I lurk in shadow.
2,000 gold for military access? Screw you, no. Alright, so what do we have here? I see Valkia's taken over all of northern Nagarond, and Malekith's pretty much on the back foot and is sort of hanging around Hag Grief. Alright, well, Nagaryth's doing pretty okay. And he's also fighting Grand Hierophant Kotep. So the fact that they're fighting Kotep should make them friendlier with each other a little bit as well. Otherwise... That's defenders 1.4 on the defensive alliance. Ooh, 5.5k. It's not bad. Not great, but it's not bad. And I'll think about it. We'll see how much money we have remaining after building the buildings. The thing is, our reputation with them is rising, and we can still take advantage, or further advantage of that. Let's do buildings. Coast of Araby, our most money-making territory. You are going to go for the weaving house. And just to further increase the amount of money this place makes. Yeah. Estalia, let's go for the coaching and materials. Let's see, you are so glorious. 2.5k on these sanctuaries, yes please. Northern Grey Mountains, Blackstone Post, 4,000 down from 12k. Oh my. Yeah, we have to upgrade every single thing we can, everywhere we can while we have materials at sea. In fact, I'm probably not going to recruit anything else while we have this opportunity. Oh, you're still at 6.4k. I mean, it's not going to get any cheaper, so do it anyway. And 1,000 gold for you, windmill. A little bit of industry. River Brienne, Bordelot. Yes, let's upgrade you for 6.4. And yeah, we're going to run out of money, but at the same time, we will have upgraded, like, a bunch of these territories that we've been waiting to do, so I'm still going to be very happy about it. You can, I guess, get a weaving house. Yeah, go for weaving house. And yeah, we'll still need the city watch / defenses, jungles of green mist, bullet hole. Please do, and that's it. I wonder if we could sell anything for money right now. And we could sell the Western Badlands to Khemri if we wanted to. I was gonna sell them to Karazakarak, but maybe not. I mean, I guess we could wait a turn. It's not gonna make that much of a difference. The thing is, it depends on us, moving Carpuccine out of Varenka Hills, although it doesn't really. Even Barrack de Wazbeg. Although if they sack it, okay, yeah, fine, we'll wait a turn, damn it. Alright, there's probably a few cheap things we can upgrade, like you, and I believe that's it. And, you as well. There we go. No, let's upgrade to the Grail Chapel. It's a better upgrade. Oh, materials, let's see. I love you so. Alright, skip, and once again we end the turn. One thing. You're recruiting a couple of Sisters of the Thorn. Why am I recruiting them here?
Yes.
I should be recruiting them up there, shouldn't I? Yeah, alright, you know what? Cancel those. Recruit them here. I also forgot who I was recruiting them out of. It was either Avalor. No, it was either Arguelon or Talzin or Laurel. I just do Arguelon. Where are you? Sisters of the Thorn. Sisters are quite OP in SFO as well.
Mighty warrior.
Not that they were bad in vanilla, mind you. But they're extremely effective. Alright, now that's good. Let's end the turn. And let's see if we get attacked anywhere else. Oh, damn, I forgot to... I forgot that the flying army was sieging a Norscan territory, but you know what? If another army comes by and attacks us with them, I wouldn't mind. You want us to attack Clan Pestilence, which we don't want to do right now. Just, you can kill them yourself. Mostly I just don't want them sailing across the water and annoying one of our undefended territories. We have far too many coasts that we haven't built defenses on, for good reason, mind you, but I still don't want to deal with that. Alright, what do we have here? Improve the Omens War further. +5 leadership. On the other hand, 1,500 money. At this time. Localized entirely, but no, fine, just do it, whatever. And Confederation, the Ice Court and the Orthodox. That's not great. And we lose the outpost of the Great Orthodoxy as they no longer exist. Did they lose Erengrad? No. Oh, yep. I guess it got sacked? No, it doesn't look like it. I think it just... the garrison got hurt by the Confederation. Oh man, yeah, Kislev's in trouble. Oh well. Sacrifice to Mathlan, ready for duty, Lorraine, Mercy, I don't remember who you were. Technology research to most chivalrous nation, good. Another student, and let's get another research up and running. That'll be global recruitment reduction. Income from post-battle loot. Gotta go with income from post-battle loot after, well, Considering we're using materials at sea right now, I'll want as much money as possible. Alright, you two. Go after Matorka camp if you can. If you please. You should be able to auto-resolve that one without too much trouble, and it looks like Barak Dawa's bag hasn't actually fallen. Dirthu's also still alive. Neat. And Dirthu, would you please occupy Migdal von Galbarak? I swear. Why is the AI so incompetent? And I know he could reach it, since we ordered him to take it like 3 turns ago. And this is a Pyrrhic victory? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? Alright, quick fight. I guess it's a camp, which I guess makes sense as to why this might take a little bit of effort, but I'm just going to have our archers deal with this real quick. Looks like it's gonna be a problem. I think I need to build up a second peasant army so that they can auto-resolve a little bit harder than they do. Alright, start deployment, and pile of... You know, let's also probably not keep them in a big line like this, because I don't remember whether these guys have that Stonehorn charge ability, but if they do, we don't want them to screw us over with it. And let's do this, like so, and this, like so, and then you guys behind them like so. 1 second, and then you guys, so that you don't get hit by Stonehorn charges, you just do a little bit of this. Alright, good enough. And, well, I guess you guys should probably do the same. And you guys... Good enough now, even if it looks stupid. Start battle. And... don't turn on skirmish mode, and then all of you can just go like... so, and then you guys can go right up to the walls, and we can speed it up to max. You mage right here. Alright, ow! An explosive tower right there. All of you, target that. And we're gonna get hit with the Flock of Doom meal chant. Okay, well, whatever. Looked like a Flock of Doom to me. And, okay, the tower will go down fairly quick. The rest of our archers can focus down some ogres until they hopefully charge us. Oh, they're gonna be blocking plenty of shots with those iron fists of theirs. Though honestly, the iron fist looks like a small enough sort of shield to not be able to block that many of those shots. Tiny, tiny shield, big old target. But hey, if it works, it works. Alrighty, let's see how we're doing here. About halfway through the tower. Do they have another tower up and running? No, I just built that one. Alright, well, that's their problem. Is that's their problem, like the phrase of the phrase of the day, phrase of the episode? I don't know. Seems like it. Alright, the rest of you get ready to move. I'd like you guys to go like so. And looks like the ogres are charging. That's what ogres do. Sticking together is what good waffles do. And let's see. Go here and here. I'll watch the ogres fight in a sec. Just gotta move everybody into positions so that they are ready to actually fire on the enemies. There we go. Alright, ogres versus some Knights of the Realm and arrows in the back of the knights' heads periodically. But that's the knight's problem. Alrighty, well, at least the ogres can feel like they're accomplishing something just by virtue of them actually killing a few things, even if it is a summoned unit. And hey, that tower took about half HP from our men-at-arms and maces. And just to double check, are we in range? Well, actually, some of them are out of range. You're still okay. And you guys are still firing this way, looks good to me. And you guys are routing, and by you guys I mean the ogres. Some of them still be swinging them clubs. Alright, come on, bring them down. There we go. Riddled with arrows and dropping. Alright, not bad, not bad. And away they ogre. And let's see. Let's move you guys here. These ogres are still out. There's actually a decent amount of them that are still kind of in here. Alright, let's just speed this up a little bit. I don't want to waste too much time on this. Now, let's face it, it's not going to be a challenging fight. I do want to get a few more shots of the ogres going down, because we probably won't get much more, if any, more ogre battles throughout the rest of this campaign, as Azag will be the last ogre faction that we'll ever encounter. And he's basically dead. As in his faction. He himself is also dead. Oh, they look like little shooting stars. I can get some salamanders in here, make some nice fireworks. Alright, oh wow, these guys aren't... I thought they had shattered, my bad. Alright. Alright, looks like this guy's gonna go down next. There he goes. Wow, it looks like that one arrow brought him down, or at least it staggered him, and then he fell. Alright, down you guys go. And you guys are about to go. So what the heck happened here? What the heck? Oh, giant piles of peasant mobs. I forgot about you. Go here. Just go here. I mean, I wasn't intending to use them, but sure, why not? And then let's do this. And now you guys can charge this way. Yeah, peasant bowman. I should have named one of them Pleasant Bowman. Alrighty, and yeah, just pile of peasant mobs, and you mages, come here. Might get some use out of you here. And a few more peasant mobs. Alright, speed it back up. And the ogres are charging all the peasant mobs. Let's see how long it takes them to bring them down, or on the other hand, let's see how long it takes the peasants to die. We don't have the... Oh, right, these are just follower armies, so they're never going to hit very hard, or be able to cast stuff, really. And I'm too cheap to spend 1,000 gold respecking them. So we're just not going to spec them into actual spells. Alright, you guys keep moving forward, please. And by you guys, I mean the defenders of the realm with your 1 unit of peasant mobs. How are these mobs doing here? You guys go help them out. I can watch the ogres versus some peasants for a little bit. This seems like Bretonianly appropriate, sending the peasant mobs to fight ogres where they have absolutely no chance whatsoever, and just to serve as a distraction. And funnily enough, the peasants must fear the knights more than they fear the ogres or the demons that we send them to fight. Because I wouldn't have expected the peasant mobs to even try attacking ogres or demons or anything like that. Alright, how we doing here? Yeah, some peasants getting absolutely minced by those clubs. Alright, how we looking? And you guys are still firing. We should reposition you slightly. And you guys are still firing. You guys go in here. More peasant mobs into the settlement, please. You guys reposition like so. Who's not firing? How dare you not fire? You guys reposition right here. Piles of peasants move here. You guys reposition here. You know what, let's send a couple units of men-at-arms with maces in there. Just so it's not all peasant mobs. And I guess we can send the Grail Relic to follow us. No, you idiots are not going to fight the Slaughtermaster, whatever that is. Oh, it's a Tyrant. Oh, yeah, Tyrants always lead camps. I guess you can heal the peasants, even if it bothers me. Yeah, go like that. There we go, peasant mobs keep on charging. Enemy army will probably break soon, either way. And while we're here, let's pop you, get a little bit of the missile resistance, and I guess we can tell all of these archers to target this tyrant in particular. Somebody else is going to kill him. And send the Grail Relic, and then send a couple of anti-armor piercing, or armor-piercing, rather, men-at-arms and maces here. Alright. It's a little bit of a pseudo-cinematic, I guess. And plus we get to watch the peasants. We got to watch them die. Alright, the arrows just keep dropping. Trying to think of a... raindrops keep dropping on my head, but arrows keep dropping on my head. Sort of thing. Something dead. This thing writes itself. Alrighty, how's that tyrant looking? Oh, still got more than half HP. Where are those men-at-arms? Alright, they are coming. Alright, you two. You know what, you can go ahead and help attack the tyrant. And you know what, heal the peasants a little bit more. And oh, we actually get a chance to use our holy presence. Go for it. Alright, how are we doing out here? Oh, look at that. The ogres managed to rout one of the defenders of the realm, and now they're working through the other one, plus the piles of peasant mobs. This one's at least easier to see. Also because there aren't arrows in the way, and for some reason it's a little lighter here. Normally I feel like the battle noises are a little bit too loud with everybody screaming, but I like to hear the peasants scream. And there we go. Victory, and we're done. Alright. Why did that have to be a non-auto-resolve battle? I have no clue. And we barely even lost any peasants to that. What the heck are you doing, auto-resolve? Like, if this camp had, like, stone horns and, like, iron guts, stuff that we actually would have a tough time, but regular ogre bulls? I don't know. I just don't know. What faction has been the most disappointing for you guys? I think one of the factions I was most excited to play when when Total Warhammer 3 came out was ogres, but I enjoy them the least out of all the factions. Conversely, I was very excited to play Slaanesh, and I'm very happy with Slaanesh. I like the whole glass cannon, hit hard and fast sort of playstyle that they have, and Execute and Ransom. And I'm talking about Total Warhammer 3 factions, I mean, because no one will ever top the vampires. Yes, Ransom Captives. Camp destroyed.
What is your behest?
And no items. Rude. Alright, well, you can keep channeling.
Come to pass.
Just stay here and keep channeling. I'm gonna move them slightly, but I don't care enough to do so. Okie dokie. Fey Enchantress. I see there's another rat army here. Oh, damn. He might go after Gwendolyn.
Lady is with you.
On the other hand... Ooh! Alman Gorst. Is it time to destroy you? Okay, first of all, I want to see if he's managed to take a settlement over. As in, will he respawn? I don't think so. Alright, we're gonna... I mean, I know it's a garbage army. I might fight this just for fun, though. Slash, for the reason that... it'll be the only time we ever get to see him. Alright, you... are going to... Okay, wait, how do we do this? Carpuccine, would you be able to occupy Barrack Dawa's bag? Yes, you would. Alright, go for this. And occupied. I don't know why the dwarfs aren't taking these territories. Occupy. I kind of expected to be pissed off that we're taking them from them like this, though. And extensive patrols. And let's just build some cheap stuff and upgrade... Nah, I'm not going to upgrade the settlements, but... Oh, even the repairs are kind of expensive. Alright, not super happy about the repairs, but I'm gonna do them anyway. Just not upgrade the place. Fey Enchantress. You could go after Barrack Dawa's Bag Camp, and then it'll lead you to either Iron Rock or Carrick Drawn or something like that. Yeah, let's do that. I still don't know where Clan Verms is, and I'd like to keep you beside Carpuccino in case she dies. Also, is she level 13 yet? No. But getting there. Alright, move. Okay, you should be able to auto-resolve this one, right? Right? Don't screw me on this. Okay, now we're good. Nice, and we can put the Banner of Eternal Flame on the Archaeology Association because they can continue buffing everybody around them even further. Alright, good Fey Enchantress, and then stay right here near to Barag, Dawa's back, and channel. I wonder how big Clan Verms is, since they sent a full stack out to annoy us. Where's Skaven? Oh, Skaven. One settlement, and then, yeah, Clan Moors has most of them, and oh! I don't even see Clan Rictus. I don't even know if they're alive. Well, again, that's their problem. I'll stop, I swear. You, Louen, go find Vlad. And go find Vlad, and then we'll send your followers to follow. And go this way as well. Oh. Should I have sent you to deal with Azag? Maybe send the follower army to deal with Azag. I mean, somebody's gonna have to. Because Draika appears to have lost her main stack. Damn it. Alright, fine. Marovec, you're going this way then. Not the way I was originally expecting, but you know what? We can have Malene follow Louen. And we can have Jolene follow Marovec. Like so.
What is your behest?
Lovely. And then Troop Fairy, you're going to the Fey Enchantress, so keep moving up this way. Alright, who else still needs to move? This is what I would like to know. Recruiters are not recruiting now because we need money. At large, you're going after every island ye can find. And you know what? Stay in March stance because you can grab that. Maybe sack Troll Fjord for the additional cash. And see if there are any other islands up here to be grabbed. Go for aggression. Mathland's Blessing, 25% physical resistance. Not bad, not bad.
I accept.
Moving out.
Nice try, Captain Sissoko. Almost moved into range while in full speed. Oh, gotta watch that, because they will attack you. Alright, Raponce, you're gonna move last because I'm gonna have you fight. Giovanni, you actually have to meet two... okay, I guess you're going to the Outlaws first. Damn, you got a long way to travel, bud. And good luck. Leonard, you are going to meet the Knights this way. And then you are going to meet the Peasants with you're kind of traveling in the same direction, actually, so... Anyway, Alberic.
Strength and wisdom are yours.
I still don't see Recurth. What the heck happened to Recurth? Ugh. I think he might be down, which is a shame, but can't do much about it. Alrighty, here's what we'll do. Do we have any defenders here? Oh, I think they do have some defenders. Is it worth fighting? Let's see, the Golden Colossus has some defenders as well, including some Dread Knights, tier 5.
This will fail.
Oh, we have some at the Sentinels of Shati as well.
We have met
I'm wondering which one would be more worth of a fight. If Gorog doesn't go after one anyway. Oh, we actually might be in range of the Golden Colossus. Wait, would we be able to reach it right now? No. No, we wouldn't. So I guess we have no choice to attack this with Alberic and hope that we can reach it from road to road. Alright, fine. Alberic, go here. And decisive victory, low casualties. Yeah, is this a minor settlement battle? Do they have a wall? They do. They have a wall. Oh, that'll make it a lot tougher for the knightly army, actually. Alright, might actually be more worth fighting than the Helm Gorst battle. Why not? Alright, we'll do that one in a second, assuming I don't forget it like I forgot this one. Where are you going? Like I forgot this one, damn it. Oh, and it's still a close victory, yeah? I think we have to fight that one. I might fight it manually, I'm not sure. Let's figure out which battles look good, and then we'll fight the ones that look better. As in, cinematically. You are still going for the islands. Yeah, let's just complete the admin. Go after Sunken Chest this time. A trunk of maps, another banner of eternal flame, though you don't get to keep it. I'm still very proud of you. Let's move you right here. Keep going after those islands, though you've abandoned this coastline now. But it's not like there's any enemies out here, so we're okay. Alright, who else? Oppressors, Alberic. I'm probably going to attack with you, Malene. Why did you not move as far as Louen did? Can you... I thought Louen moved further than anybody, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, Kira Knightley. How do we do this? So I would wager if we besiege Karak-Kadrin, what will happen is Azag will most likely jump over via the underway stance and attack us together with the garrison of Karak-Kadrin. Obviously, that is not something that this army can handle at the current time. So, in that light, I'm going to pop you into ambush stance. We're going to move you right here, and we're going to hope that Azag tries to come here anyway. And then we'll attack him by himself. The outlaw army has to, you know, resort to these tactics, which makes sense. What about you, Gwendolyn? Oh, you're with Raponce, who also has to move. Let's move the Tech Thieves, and then we are, I believe, good to fight. Tech Thief 1, go to... stay here. Red Tommen looks good to me, and another success for you. Very nice. You, Tech Thief 2, is it still... That's 4% now. What about here? 3%. Let's go to Dringo Perez. Please don't die. Alright, another success. Alright, gotta keep those successes up and running, because I think 800% is the cutoff for this point. Which I take it means that 1,000% is probably the cutoff for this one. And then we'll probably never reach these, which are going to be like 1,300 and 1,250 and 1,500, I don't know. Pretty up there is what I'm getting at. Anyway, there's the other Tech Thief that was newly summoned. You are going to Grand Peak to annoy the enemy there. Veronique Le Guardian, you are going to meet up with Raponce. And there we go. Alrighty, Alberic, it is time, my friend, to make something
Slay them.
somebody else's problem. You are... Remember when I said I stopped? I lied. Chivalric Code does nothing for you. Guided by the Lady does... Well, actually, does something for you for your trebs, so yeah.
The lady.
Trey catapults in a French coat, in a trench coat, rather. French coat? That would also work. But yeah, fantastic name. Anything else here? Oh, basic training, vigor loss reduction. Always nice to see. Alright, level the rest of you up. I don't imagine this will be tough, but I imagine it'll be fun enough to be worth fighting. We want Blinding Majesty, so Blessing of the Lady and Blinding Majesty, and... oh, you're nowhere near Blinding Majesty. You can get Esteemed Combatant into Retinue Trainer, and then into Blinding Majesty. I know I've started getting Retinue Trainer on a lot of heroes, even though I said earlier that I don't particularly care for the skill. And it's mostly just because we now have enough armies that are starting with lower tier units. And we want to make use of it. You could get Onslaught, even though it's only 3%. Or we could get that. Dwellers Below and Regrowth. Another point in regrowth. We do always use those spells, and there we go. Decisive victory. We got Dread Knights, we got the Executioners, Black Guards, some monstrous units, including a Hydra and a Mammoth. Oh, more Hydras are tier 5. That's interesting. Interesting indeed. I didn't expect War Hydras to be tier 5. But they're great units, so it kind of does make sense. And, of course, they'll have towers and a little bit of a minor settlement. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Looks like the enemy will be defending a Lizardman minor settlement here. And that might give us a little bit of pause, but I don't think it's going to be all that problematic, especially as the enemy will have no counter to our trebuchets, and their most fearsome units, their Blackguard of Nagrand and their Executioners, will have to take plenty a trebuchet rock falling on their heads. Alright, and, well, the accuracy leaves something to be desired, but they are, well, the artillery crew is a bunch of peasants after all, so what do you expect? Anyway. Actually, I just want to take a look at the artillery. Yeah, it's the peasant mob units, yeah. Well, these two look like they might be men-at-arms. They're slightly fancier dressed. Oh, you're just like a regular peasant mob unit. Huh. I guess this one just gets the two fancier dressed peasants. Anyway. In the meantime, it looks like our aerial units have found an enemy manticore, though they don't find it for long, as they rip it out of the sky within seconds. It is, after all, both Alberic and a couple paladins attacking a single manticore, so what do you expect? And it ain't gonna be able to get away either, as these guys are just way too fast on those Pegasi. And down goes the Manticore. We haven't made it into this... Ooh, nice Hydra Breath. Damn, would you look at that. A single Hydra Breath takes out about 80% of the HP on that unit of Defenders of the Realm. Now, I will grant that this particular unit of Defenders of the Realm was in a square formation, and hardly surprising that it took extra damage from that, but still, fairly impressive and well done to the War Hydra, tier 5 unit, and dealing over 11k damage in a single ability. Very, very nice. And here come the monsters. The Hydra and the Feral Mammoth wade in together to start working on our Defenders of the Realm. Makes sense. And a good move by the AI, especially as we've done so much damage to them via our trebuchets. In the meantime, however, we are ready to send in the Knights. Anti-large and all these Knights of the Realm, so they're going to be the ones dealing with the Mammoth. And the Hydra is obviously the Defenders of the Realm would fail to do so. As we can see over in the background, the Executioners and the Blackguard have both been pretty much destroyed. Here come our Paladins to deal with the monsters, though by the looks of it, the Feral Mammoth at least is already done for. Hydra's going to take a little bit more effort to bring down. And of course, any enemy infantry that tries to fight us while we're blocking them here is just going to take more hits from our blessed field trebs. Alright, and it looks like the enemy has moved in some of those Cold One Dread Knights and other Tier 5 units to face off against our Knights of the Realm. Technically speaking, their Dread Knights are far superior to mere Knights of the Realm. But in practice, these are garrison knights, and thus they are not going to be as nasty with upgrades and stuff like that. 56 and 22 with debuffs, so they still have very high melee attack. Their melee defense is quite low. Our 120 armor is quite nice, though. Not that it'll make enough of a difference. Down goes the mammoth under all of those knights. Fantastic. And it looks like the Hydra falls as well, though I believe it was Tempest's claws that ripped it apart. And it looks like the Dread Knights are going to be taken down fairly shortly as well, though they are still holding on, so good job to them. And we can't get bogged down with only fighting those units, however, as the enemy does still have Dark Shards all over the place. And we're going to need to give charge to them unless they knock a bunch of knights down with their armor-piercing crossbow bolts. There we go, down goes their protective barricade, and we'll rip them apart as well. How are the Dread Knights doing here? Oh, well, I don't know how the first unit is doing, and it does look like it has been joined by a unit of Feral Cold Ones. The Dread Knights Cold Ones called for backup. But not to worry, they're not the only ones that can call for backup, as more and more Knights of the Realm make it into the fray. We have been holding them in reserve after all, as we can't have all that many units of knights maneuvering inside the city. It looks like the enemy's murderous prowess finally activates, but it's too little, too late, and generally tends to function as a win harder button, not a survive by the skin of your teeth button, as there's no way the enemy has the units to make any kind of difference anymore. Too bad, so sad, Dark Elves. Alright, and there we go, gonna get some melee damage reflection on that Shield of Thorns on our massive blob of the knights here. I'm probably jealous of the superior barding and, frankly, superior mounts of the Dread Knights. And weaponry, and armor, and everything. I mean, these are just Knights of the Realm, after all. But hey, with sufficient numbers, they'll be able to take the Dread Knights down. And it looks like the Dread Knights are booking it on out of there, or at least are trying to do so. Albrecht, oh my lord, 2 hits down to less than half HP. Albrecht has found the Death Hag. He already killed the enemy lord earlier, but it happened so fast that I didn't quite catch it. Nice stomp from Tempest, and one more hit will bring the Death Hag down if if Albrecht or Tempest don't get distracted. And oh, nice hit from those trebuchets. Actually knocking the Lord down. And again. Oh my lord, that must be so frustrating. And wait, are you telling me the Lord died? Wait, the Lord died? What the heck? Wait, are you telling me that the Death Hag... Well, I mean, the Death Hag wasn't a Lord, a hero, but... Huh, I'm gonna have to go back over the video. I could have sworn that only the... yeah, there she is. The Blessed Trebuchet hit her. Huh, what's the non-explosive damage on this? Armor-piercing explosive 200 and base explosive 100. Yeah, I mean, if you hit a unit directly... Huh, I don't think I've ever seen an artillery piece of this type, like a catapult or a trebuchet or a grudge throw or anything of that nature. Kill a lord or a hero. Interesting. Anyway, battle's just about over. Just gonna catch a few of those poor remaining dark shards on that barricade. They'll shatter, and the battle is ours. Lovely. Oh, a little floating building. I gotta love the lizardmen and their floating buildings. How do they get up there? No, seriously. I was assuming that the building would float down. Maybe these things are so that it, these little protrusions are so that it could land on one of the ledges here. Like move this way and then land here. You climb up this and go into that. Or maybe it's just or maybe it just looks cool. Anyway, decisive victory, no problem at all for Albi. Alrighty, no problem at all. A little bit of damage on one of the units, the Knights with Coconuts in particular, but otherwise they did okay. Oh, and while they did take the most damage, they also did decent damage as well at 16k, coming in the second after one of the nameless units. Alright, well done. Sentinels will be occupied, and that, I believe, completes this territory. Yes, the Turtle Isles, and definitely another cash cow. Realm of Chivalry, please. Alright, and it'll be good to upgrade it as fast as we can, as much as we can, before the materials at sea is over. Also, just to double check, okay, yeah, I just wanted to double check that we had the various buffs, whatever these are called, heroisms, up on everybody here. Also, Miriam, I would like you to go past Alberic, just in case he can't reach the Golden Colossus, because you might be able to. And Alberic, I would like you to leave the Sentinels and channel outside them instead. Lovely. Alright, so, who else do we have? We have that fight with the PEGASUS. I think that's probably the one we take. Honestly, I was gonna do the Helmengorst fight, but I mean, look at this garbage. He has no HP himself. There's one Vargeist. It's basically just to fight a zombie dragon, which we've killed lords on zombie dragons already. Zombies, skeletons, bats, meh. Not worth our time, I think. Sorry, Gorsty. An ignominious end for you. Maybe one of your brothers can do better. Let's ransom the captives. And casualty replenishment rate plus 15 enables poison attacks removed. It's a nice amount of casualty replenishment rate. And there we go. Faction destroyed, which means only Vlad remains for that ultimate whatever, and that should be achieved very quickly, as he only has one settlement himself. I'd like to get Crooked Fang Fort, but I think we'll go for Blistit here so that he doesn't jump over us and then go after these places before we can trade them to Karazakarak and Khemri. And I'll resolve it. What's with all the Skaven slaves? Yeah, alright. Man, I think that one battle where the enemy brought all their super elite units to try to kill off our Ponce was the strongest armies that the Clan Moors had. They just haven't financially recovered from that. Which is their problem. I'm not stopping. Alrighty, and I believe, let's see, well, we do have buildings to build, but at the same time, well, you know what, I'd like to end the turn before ending the episode, for the reason that I can move and do a bunch of admin stuff, and yeah, so here's what we'll do. Wait, what? The Western Provinces, they have Shihama's rest back. Ah, we could steal some gold from them. 3.5k. This basically condemns them to die because that's all the money they have, and I don't care. Alrighty, and Heralds of Ariel would like to trade. The problem with them is that they're not happy or friendly with the with Mother Estankia. What's the likelihood that they become friendly with them? I'm not sure. The regular elves, as in the high elves, they don't really care about them. Well, I'm just gonna ignore it for now. Ah, Last Defender is nearly ready for that defensive alliance, and same with Talakwa. I'm gonna ignore Cult of Sotek because they're too close to Kairos, and I don't want to bother with him. A, because he's annoying, and B, because he's all the way southward. And this, I think, can be safely ignored, which means it's time for Pegasuses, then it's time for building, and then it's time for turn ending. Away you go, Thegan, into... Does Crusade stance work for these guys? Attack 42.
It shall be so.
Attack 47, yes it does. Well, they're flying cavalry, but you never know. And Thegan, you have a couple points to assign. Guardians of the Lady is already maxed out, so your Pegasus Knights are as Pegasi as they're gonna be. We can, however, reduce their upkeep via the cavalry thing. Right, so 6181.
For the lady.
Nothing major. And you still need to kill 5 lords in battle. Well, get to work. Do we need spell? We're fine. I think. Yeah, you have all the... Well, you don't have regrowth. Alright, fine. Go into evasion so that you can soon get regrowth, but I think the rest is fine. Away we go one more time. Alrighty, Baron Thegan, let's see what you can... Oh, I like the lighting here. Let's see what you can do once again with the Pegasus pile. I mean, since we've already debuted them this episode, we might as well watch our pretties fly again. Alright, over the... I'm pretty sure this is what more is depicted like. I don't know why it would look like this. Huh. And on the other hand, maybe this hooded skeleton looks similar. Anyway, get distracted because I was like, wait a second, why would that be on a Chaos Forge? It's probably not actually more. I also noticed no angel wings or anything of that nature. Hello. You get pets. Anyway, let's get back to battle, shall we? We are going to destroy the towers as the first order of business, and they will go very quickly under the Pegasus pile. More Pegasus eyes streaming into the city, and we don't care about walls at all with this particular army. 2 enemy manticores up in the air, down to 0 as they get absolutely mobbed. It's so bizarre. When you have so many Pegasus Knights, it's like... I don't know, they remind me of Fellbats. Just absolutely mobbing units in the air. In the meantime, it looks like Baron Thegan and his paladins have found the enemy lord, who is foolishly on a chariot and thus in a terrible matchup for him. And of course, he will call for aid, but we have Pegasus Knights all over the place, and they can charge into the rear and every flank that the enemy has. There we go, surrounded from every single side. All the while the enemy lord is trapped in here with us, as in with Thegan and his paladins. Can't really quite see the enemy lord in there, but he's in pretty bad shape down to about 25% HP. We've got other Pegasus Knights landing all over the place as well. These ones are going after the enemy Marauder Hunters with javelins on this little barricade of theirs. But of course, they have no chance there. Down here, we've done the same thing. Another unit of marauders on the barricades. It looks like these guys are going to get some help from a mammoth, so we'll have to be careful there. Have also charged a unit of ice trolls, but it looks like they're already done for as well. And here comes another mammoth, happily charging in. Uh-oh. Okay, it's gonna turn. I thought it was gonna knock down that one knight. Would have been actually a nice shot. You missed your opportunity there, Mammoth. And now it looks like you're going to get mobbed, so good luck to you. Alright, down here, the other unit of Marauders is destroyed, and the other Mammoth has been found by Thegan and his paladins. And is already down to half HP. Lovely. And I love the fact that we're essentially able to pick what battles we want to fight here. The enemy army is isolated, not blobbed up, so we just find a unit that doesn't have any support and then surround it and destroy it from every side with our Pegasus Knights. Out here, the enemy has also sent in 4 units to try to go after our Defenders of the Realm, or at least prevent them from charging into the settlement. And more power to them, I guess. They want to have some good old-fashioned infantry action. There are Chaos Warriors in here after all, and, well, what else would they do? Try to chuck their axes and rage at the Pegasus up above them? It wouldn't work so well. On the bright side, the Defenders of the Realm are once again doing a great job and are holding these guys at bay, while the Pegasus Knights run completely rampant and destroy the enemy army. Did I just see a Pegasus Knight die? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but we do still need to knock this Feral Mammoth out, lest the the damage. I do believe here comes Thegan and his paladins, and I see that the enemy feral mammoth is wavering. If the mammoth is wavering, I expect that the rest of the army is as well. The units that were pressed against the knights, the defenders of the realm, get hit in the back by more Pegasus knights, plenty more Pegasus knights, I should say. And soon lances and hooves are covered in blood and the enemy is done. Fantastic. Very, very nice. The small settlement, which would normally be a fairly decent hassle for an army, or at least much more of a hassle than a field battle, is really nothing to consider when you have an all-air army that can just fly over the walls and then apply themselves where they need to. And of course bring down those towers in seconds without any trouble at all. Lovely. Alright, well, apparently a close victory, but not too bad. 25 Pegasus Knights lost. It's still a fairly decent amount of Pegasus Knights, but at the end of the day, our army is in very decent shape, and if another army should choose to attack us, we'll handle it. I think we're going to sack the place, and then we'll occupy it after. And hey, another Obsidian Lodestone. We'll occupy it after just to heal up, and then we'll probably... Or should we just leave? We can heal up anyway. I kind of think that maybe we should just erase it next turn. We're not really interested in keeping any of these territories. You know what? Go in... Well, I guess we could use it as a forward base. Alright, fine. Occupied, heal here. We'll raise everything around it, and then we'll abandon it once we're out. And hopefully once we can get a few more good flyers in here. Do we have access to dragons yet? No, still no. Damn it, elves. Why are you not teching up? Are you at tier 4 yet? No, still tier 3. Okay, fine. What about Reichland? Hey, they're tier 4 now. Nearly got that foundry up and running, though funnily enough we were able to get a couple Hellstorm rockets out of Nuln, because Nuln Cannon Foundry is a tier 3 building, as opposed to the tier 4 required by the gunsmith for those. Too bad the Nuln Cannon Foundry won't allow us to get Hellblasters, though. But oh well. And I believe we're good, right? I did the Helmand Gorst thing, which means we got back to building. Alright, buildings. And then turn ending. On the right side, we should be able to afford pretty much everything, so the building ain't too bad. 2 chapels of the lady and another clothier. We'll go for another clothier here. Gotta be careful about the public order, but with the brothels arising, they're not the only things arising. And they should be able to handle it. I mean, in theory, Guanji Valley might even benefit more out of building 2 more clothiers here, but at the same time, it is bordering a bunch of other territories, and more chapels of the lady will allow them to make more money as well. Honestly, I think either way is fine. And let's do that. Clothier, Bastan, Castle Bastan will get you up and running as well, tier 5. Let's go for that brothel and that royal menagerie. Ah, it's so nice to just go down the list and build. Alright, Obsidian Trinket Maker, then Tavern. We will also upgrade probably the Chamber of Visions so that we can get the golden Chamber Visions. Yeah, it's not golden, just Chamber Visions. Up and running. Sentinels will get to the fields there, and here we'll get... I mean, I guess the Weaving House is going to be a money-making province, a real money-making province. It's got a port and 4 territories. Nice. Alrighty, Pahwak's Alchemy Workshop, Tavern. I'm so salty that we weren't able to get Monument to the Moon, but these guys want $1 billion million money for it, and we don't have $1 billion million money. And Fields or Windmill? Start with Fields, going to Windmill. Alrighty, IMR Swamps, Isle of the Crimson Skull. That's a 300 cost Bretonnian fishing harbor. Fantastic. And... I mean, I guess you can keep the tailors, whatever. Oh, their public order here is problematic. You know what? Now we're going to have to replace that with farms. We'll replace it with We'll build it back later, maybe, if the campaign isn't over by then. Duchy capital at Paravon, we do want that here because it's one of our military hubs. Sartosa now gets its Smithy's Tavern, though at the cost of frickin' 4K, despite the reductions. Pretty expensive, I should say. And this place will never make a lot of money, so we're free to do whatever we please. In that particular case, I feel like the Royarch's Chamber is a little bit on the too expensive side. We could build more of these sanctuaries, or we could build another Royal Menagerie. Or wait, we don't even have a Grail Shrine here? Let's build a Grail Shrine. Good enough. Forest of Shalon, I forgot something. Gotta go farm there. Eastern Border, Princess Akendorf, 100 gold for some livestock pens. Very nice. And then go for fields. And then you go for grazing pastures. Oh, we're doubling up on the grazing pastures in one territory? That's real nice. We could make Akendorf another southern military hub if we desired to do so. Although we might not need another military hub so late into the game. Badlands we're selling, so we're ignoring. And the rest of this is looking fine. Karakharn we're also selling, assuming these guys would actually take it. Averland we are keeping. Upgrade, please. Blightwater, Karakazgal. I still haven't decided. Most likely we're selling. We already have plenty of territory. Fildorf keeping, mostly because, I mean, I don't see any reason not to. Let's get you the windmill, please. Although the public order... Nah, we'll get the brothel next. Northern Sylvania, Castle Temple Hub. Yes, to wood and to the farm. And I guess we'll build a city watch here as well at Waldenhof. I mean, and now that Keira Knightley's there, it's unlikely to be needed, but just in case. What if she needs to move somewhere? Birkvar, we will ignore you, and then Western Badlands, we will not ignore you. I'd love to get pottery, but we'll go for fields first. Upgrade the fields, and ooh, yes, Mason. I'm gonna make this place cheap to upgrade. And would you look at that, we still have money remaining after all that. Beautiful. 3 more turns until the Green Knight is gone. And we're nearing the capstone tax. And it looks like we're doing reasonably well. Skip. Outpost available with who? We just get a new... Oh, with Nagaroth. Twisted Glade, maybe? Probably the least likely to get attacked. Blacklight Tower could get hit by Malekith or by Valky at any moment. Who is going to attack Twisted Glade? Nobody. Construct outpost. Safri's... Okay, fine. We'll take your mission, Safri. The missions might be bugged, because that's the only mission we've had for, like, 10 episodes? It's weird. We're getting no missions from any of our allies. And we're at war with a lot of the same factions, too, which is bizarre. Alright, well, we'll build that, and damage building is still in Bitterstone Mine. I'm just gonna repair it, or else it's gonna bother me. And another one here at the altar. Okay, no, I'm not repairing that one, because we're gonna abandon it. Skip. Outpost upgrade, skip. And please don't attack us and give us your plague, you disgusting... What are you? Wintertooth? No. Just double checking. I still don't see Archaon. Where the heck did he go? He better be back in time for Louen. Anyway, we're gonna end the turn. I wanted to end it so I can end the episode post-turn, so I can do a lot of the admin in between the episodes. Though right now, at the same time, a lot of the admin's a lot easier because of the materials at sea, meaning I don't really have to think about it. Okay, well, maybe I'll just move the tech thieves and something rather. Sisters of Twilight, what you want? You want to trade? You still want that trade agreement, I mean, we could do it. And then just see if Mother Ostankia attacks them or not. Yeah, fine. We'll see if it happens. Maybe by being friendly with them, everybody else will get friendly with each other. And it looks like nobody wanted to attack us this turn. Well. If it isn't, their problem. Fearsome reputation, and we are good. Looks like we weren't able to trick Azag, unfortunately. As he didn't move down to correct Drin, but oh well. That one's our problem. Vlad is still up here with Isabella, and Lewin's coming. Oh, damn, these plagues are everywhere. Ugh. Alright, we gotta essentially move around in such a way where we avoid plagueinated territories. I don't want an army, especially Lewin's army, to be out of the out of the picture for like 5 turns because of that. It's silly. And who the heck are you? Oh, it's a convoy, huh? You don't see these a lot. As in the Chaos Dwarf convoys. Anyway, with that, we're out of time, and I am gonna have to call the episode here. Next time, we continue advancing towards the southern World's Edge Mountains here, hopefully with... Wow. Okay, well, Camera is doing a pretty good job advancing there themselves, but, yeah. Dealing with us and hopefully shoring up our borders together with Imric, at the same time as probably starting to trade, or I might even trade some stuff between the episodes because it takes me a while to figure out who I want to trade what stuff to. Anyway, moving north, moving north and moving east and moving super north up here. That's about it. Stay tuned for more Louen and just a little more. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm.
It shall be so.
And thanks for watching.